Hey, good evening. This is Guy Solis, Gentleman's Edge here in Denver, Colorado. I just want to share my new love with you guys. Um, and what I'm doing is I am refurbishing vintage axe heads. I actually have 12 more coming in the mail. 2 of them are the double bit axe heads. This is a single bit. The double bit, we all know what the double bit looks like. It's got the 2 edges, one on each side. So I'm going to have a good time. This one right here is a very nice axe. It's a plum. It's American made. It's a plum. This weighs about, I would say, 1.25 pounds, not too bad. What I'd like to do with this one is I like to remove all the rust and kind of finish reshaping, because I had some mushrooming right here. And I just put on a nice edge and put on a nice hickory handle on this thing. This is a nice one there. This one here is a True Temper, American made fireman's axe head is what it is. I think what I'll do with this one, I'll just give it a quick buff just to get it nice and shiny looking. Put a new edge top right here. Looks like it's been beat a little bit. And put a new edge on this also. It's very, very dull. And put on a nice hickory handle on this one. It's going to be a nice little project there. Now, what I'm really proud of is that I found this. I've been trying to get one of these for a couple months. I didn't want to pay the big dollar for it. This thing weighs almost 6 pounds, and what it is a broadhead hewing axe. It's about 1 foot, 12 inches from here to here, and it's flat on one side, as you can maybe see. And once again, it's used to hew down a log to give it a flat spot. This one's got some problems. I need to recut the edge. There's a chip right there. Not too bad, really. It's got some rust in it. I'm going to remove the rust. Got to grind this out like someone beat the hell out of it with a hammer. This is definitely vintage. So something else that's kind of that I got too was a American-made vintage grinding wheel. And it's supposed to attach to the tabletop or workbench, and you crank it. It's really tight. So what I want to do is I want to open this up and I want to see what the deal is with this. The wheel, the stone, is nice and true, so I'm very happy about that. So let me just take this thing apart, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a number of things, and I'm going to drop them in vinegar to remove all the rust. I want this thing to be running really good. Yeah. So it says Sears on it. So this is about 4 inches, I would guess. Yep, 4 inches. 4-inch wheel. So now the benefit of having this is, like, if you go someplace or shit hits a fan or you don't have any electricity and you want to sharpen your axe or knives or whatever, I wouldn't use this on a knife. Then you got this. Just something cool to tinker with, really. Oh, okay. How you guys doing? This is a continuation. I just showed you all my new axe heads. Those are going to take full-length axe handles. So I'm going to have another beer. I'm not afraid of turning it into a borracho. Borracho. Alright, I'm going to start working on my hand grinder. I'm going to soak it in vinegar. And it's going to be really sloppy. It's kind of nasty. I don't know about this vinegar stuff. I mean, I've seen guys use it and have good luck, but this particular piece here, alright. So my problem with this is that this piece must be pressed on to this gear. And I don't really want to mess with it too much because I don't know how to get it out without breaking it. I'd like to press it out. That's what I'd like to do. There's a hole right here. But I think that's just to oil it. That's what I think. And this is pressed into. I'm not sure how to. Looks like the vinegar loosened up a lot of this rust. I can probably clean it up pretty good. But I think I'm going to use my ex-wife's toothbrush to clean it and some Dawn dishwashing liquid. So I'll be right back. I scrubbed all the stuff down in Dawn dishwashing soap, and I decided on something. I'm not going to try to take the paint off this and repaint it. It's too much work. It's not worth it. The main part is this one here. It's got some rust in it still, but it moves a lot better. It's got some rust in it, so before I close it up, I think I'm going to spray down some WD-40. Just like that. Alright, so let this work its way around. Kind of go like this. Oh yeah, it moves a lot better now. So, do I need to do anything more? And let the stuff run down to the bottom and try to get some out of this little spot here. Hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, this is fully lubricated. This part here's got gears in it too. So, you know, I'm just going to put it all back together, man. So that is a good thing. Oh shoot. Try that again. Oh yeah, these are left-handed threads, so gotta remember that. So look at the water flying off it. Well, this thing really soaked up a lot of water. Something still isn't working right. Alright, so I figured out what it was. I had these two switched. So this one goes on first, then the wheel, then this outer piece, and still not sure what this does because it screws in. It might just be a place for you to just remove this bolt to oil it in there. That's what I'm thinking, because it doesn't penetrate through to this gear that's along here. So, see, that works good. See that? So that's pretty cool. So glad I got that figured out. It didn't take me very long at all. So you can see me using this from time to time. See, this thing still wants to come loose. I got to figure out a way to tighten this. I think the only way to do it is I need to grab this son of a gun right here and then tighten this. I think that would work. So, alright, so that should do it. So, yeah, this is it's a pretty decent tool. I really like it because the wheel is true. So, it's working good now. That's it, man. That's my hand grinder, huh? Y'all take care, man. Alright, so this is my little bench I have outside my house, since I don't have a garage. Got a grinder, got a jigsaw, got a belt sander, I got my drill press inside. But today I'm working on this axe head, or an axe head, meat cleaver. I've been using this little angle grinder. It's a pneumonic angle grinder. It's really interesting because you take the tips off like this, and bought this for about 14-15 bucks over at Freight Harbor, and another $7 or so for all the tips, all the pads and everything. It works good. So far I'm getting ready to go down to a lower grit, but this is what this thing looks like so far. So I think what I'll probably do next after this, I'll go down another layer or another grit, and then I will take it inside with some WD-40 and some steel wool and just get it all polished up. Then I'll work on the handle, but this is a pretty handy little tool here. Good little investment.